easy to enjoy. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your local Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Alliant Energy. See how Alliant Energy is building a strong, resilient energy future today and for generations to come. Learn more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond. Explore Minnesota. Discover the star of the North. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. And by Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. This is the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative pregame show, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Here's Rob Brooks and former Hawkeye Catherine Reynolds.
And the Hawkeyes are happy to be back inside Carver Hawkeye Arena after a successful trip down south in the Orlando area as the Hawkeyes defeated number 7 Baylor 57-52 and then held off Miami, Florida last Saturday by 3 at 64-61. And certainly the nation took notice as the Iowa Hawkeyes vaulted all the way up to number 11 in the country in the AP poll. Welcome inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. Rob Brooks on the pregame show as tonight the Hawkeyes get set to take on the Western Illinois Leathernecks, who themselves are off to a nice start at 4-0. And when you look at the schedule, the two victories that pop out, they won at Northern Illinois 68-50 and then took care of Bradley 84-77. And this is a team that can put points on the scoreboard, averaging 88.5 a game. Certainly Ava Hayden was a huge bright spot for the Hawkeyes down in Florida, and this week named Big Ten Player of the Week, and also some national honors to go along with that, as in the two games, Ava Hayden had 38 points and 17 rebounds, 18 and 11 against Baylor, against a taller post player, and then contributed 20 and 6 boards against Miami. And of course, the Hawkeyes had to go through some adversity down there as well. Chit Chat Wright went down in the Baylor game and is recovering from a couple different upper body injuries. Jan Jensen will give us an update on her during our pregame chat. And then also Hannah Stalke has been battling an ankle injury and turned in outstanding performances, 10-8 against Baylor, 17-12 against Miami, and now has 12 career double-doubles. But that's certainly in the past gave the Hawkeyes some good confidence, and now it's on to Western Illinois out of the Ohio Valley Conference. And the one thing you always get a little bit nervous about these pre-holiday games, because obviously many of the players are looking forward to celebrating Thanksgiving, and the Hawkeyes don't play till Sunday. Just kind of like right before that holiday break, the Christmas break, you want to make sure you play well going into a potential couple days off to spend some time with family and friends. But the focus on the Leathernecks here tonight. And our focus will be on getting you ready for Iowa and Western Illinois. Coming up next, Tiffany Reedy had a chance to sit down with J.D. Gravina, the 15-year head coach of the Leathernecks. Done a terrific job there. And of course, we'll have our pregame interview with Jan Jensen, all leading up to a 6:30 tip-off, the Hawkeyes and the Leathernecks. Stay with us. More from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Hi, Hawk fans. Coach Kirk Ferentz here. For 40 years, our players have proudly worn the ANF logo to honor the hardworking farmers who keep this country growing. With fewer farmers working the land, their challenges are bigger, but their commitment never wavers. The Iowa Hawkeyes and the Iowa Farm Bureau are proud to stand with these dedicated families who feed and fuel our nation. Thanks for celebrating 40 years of America Needs Farmers. Let's keep standing strong for the people who keep us going strong. To learn more, visit americaneedsfarmers.org.
Iowa fans, with US Mode from US Cellular, you can keep your eye on the game, not on your screen. Whether you're inside the stadium, tailgating in the lots, or listening to the game at home, US Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow Hawkeye fans. That means at game time, you should do less growling and more cheering. So eliminate distractions and build connections by setting your phone to US Mode, because game day is for cheering on the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! US Cellular, built for us.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
All right, Tiffany Reedy back here at Carver Hawkeye Arena with Western Illinois head coach JD Gravina. Coach Gravina, your team is on a roll, 4-0, undefeated on the season. What's been the recipe to success so far?
I think so far it's been kind of experience, and that's what we were hoping for early in the year. Especially for a mid-major like us, it's really hard for everything to come together in a year, and this year we've kind of had that with our star power that returned with especially Mia and Reagan, but then some very experienced good role players. I mean, Allie Meadows and Addie Brownfield are both 3-year starters. Addie will be a 1,000-point scorer, and she's still in that role playing spot. So I think that's really helped. We've played 3 close games and just played really well down the stretch in all 3. And I think having that experience is something that a lot of teams in the nation are kind of missing, especially at the mid-major level.
Yeah, you talk about that experience. You came back 30 points in the third quarter against Bradley, and that the players that you just mentioned were kind of the key to success. So talk about some of those players more specifically that would be ones to keep an eye on tonight.
Yeah, well, Reagan McCowan has kind of been our superstar. I mean, she's on the mid-major player of the year watch list, was runner-up for player of the year the last 2 years as a freshman and sophomore, has already scored over 1,000 points. She has gotten a lot of attention, a lot of media, and I think is really, honestly, she was sick at the Northern Illinois game and had one kind of bad game, and so when you've only played 4, that adjusts your points per game, and so maybe statistically doesn't look like she's going to have the year, but she'll have a monster year. I mean, she led our conference in scoring last year, and I expect her to be right up there again. And then Mia came in as a transfer last year and had a really good year, and then just a tremendous end of the year. Like the last 2 or 3 weeks really got going, and then parlayed that into just working incredibly hard over the summer and improved her game, and her confidence just got sky high, and she's just had a phenomenal, every day in practice has just been really good. And so I'm not surprised that she's off to the start that she's off to. But really those two, I mean, it's either one could have a huge night any given night, and both of them will probably have fairly big nights most nights, and so it's nice to have kind of that two-headed monster where teams can't really lock in on one kid.
So you are the all-time winningest coach at Western Illinois.
And the all-time losingest coach. I just want to point that out.
So you know how to win. What is it going to take tonight? What's the kind of the game plan for you to give the Hawkeyes their first loss?
Yeah, that's a tough question, because I'll be honest, when I scheduled the game, I kind of hoped they'd be a little bit down this year, because you schedule these games over a year in advance. And I thought maybe, we should be pretty good if we can keep some of our better players and as our kids get older. And then lo and behold, I think this is one of the best teams they've had, definitely since throughout their Final Four team. And so that's a little, watching them on film, I think even as we were going through the scout, I just saw some wide-eyed looks. I kind of saw some almost where our team is appreciating some of the things they can do as players. And so I think a big thing for us is not coming in scared. We've talked a lot about that, and our goal is a long pathway of trying to win a conference championship, trying to win a conference tournament, go to the NCAA tournament. And so this is a huge, kind of monster in our way, and we don't necessarily have to defeat the monster to keep moving on, but we do want to continue to work on that path towards getting to our goal. And I think some of that will be trying to compete with a team of this caliber. The biggest problem is, their posts are just, they're just, I don't want to say monsters physically. It's more just as basketball players.
Playing well right now, too, for sure.
You watch them on film, and you're just like, wow, how do you stop them? You can't double them, because the guards are such good shooters and don't need any space. So I think the main thing that we need is to just play. Literally, all of our kids can play at that level, to be at this level if they're at their very best, that 1 in 100 very best. And we need pretty much all of them to do it tonight. And, maybe catch Iowa off a little motion sickness from their Disney rides and looking forward to their Thanksgiving meal.
Well, your squad has the experience. Anything can happen. Happy Thanksgiving and good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks. You too. I appreciate it.
Tiffany with head coach J.D. Gravina, and really like his honesty, and a lot of praise for the Hawkeyes. And he's won 332 games, lost 270, graduated from William Jewell College. We'll be back with our pregame chat with Jan Jensen after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Craving something sweet? Step into the flavor of a good old-fashioned bake sale, Quick Star style. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our premium donuts. Choose from Quick Star's fluffy long johns, rich Persians, classic Bismarcks, or ring donuts. So delicious, just like the ones at your hometown bake sale. Do you remember those fresh oven-baked cookies your grandma used to make? So good. Well, the Quickeries got them. Our cookies are just like the ones from back in the day. Let's head straight to the bake sale, only at Quick Star. Treat yourself today.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Aplos, and Community Choice Credit Union. Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis. Hey Hawkeye fans, there's a new MVP at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Carol's Corn, Iowa's favorite gourmet popcorn, is now popping fresh for every men's and women's basketball game. From our delicious triple mix to golden caramel and bold cheese. Every bite is handcrafted right here in the Midwest. Popped fresh, local, and made with you in mind. So grab your bag, cheer loud, and taste the flavor of Hawkeye pride. Carol's Corn. Grab yours and enjoy the game inside Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Carol's Corn. We pop every kernel with you in mind.
It's time for our shoot-around with Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen, presented by Oak Knoll. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City, a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Here's Rob Brooks and Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Good to be back at Carver Hawkeye as the Hawks get set to face the Western Illinois 11X on the pregame show. Rob Brooks along with Jan Jensen. And first off, honors for Ava Hayden this week. Nice to get the Big Ten Player of the Week and national honors as well. What really stood out about her play down in Florida?
Well, I just thought, she just really looked comfortable. She ran the floor really well, and she just got in a rhythm. And then she just countered the other gal was taller, but she wasn't as mobile. So, we made a little, I think you have to always look at your posts and know what they can. We minimize Ava's dribble if she doesn't go anywhere. But she's able to go and stretch it out for a layup. So she was able to do that a couple times. She hit from the outside a couple times, our runouts. But she's just getting a little bit more comfortable. And I think the more comfortable and consistent she can be, that confidence will just keep stacking games. And
Hannah played very well, too, in those two games, despite being a little dinged up.
Yeah, she, the second game with her double-double, she just is doing Hannah things. And I think, Hannah is going to continue, to get better and better productivity. She has that little ankle, and it's pretty swollen. I mean, it is. And she, finds a way to play on it, and she's... we limit her sometimes in practice just to make sure we're not, unnecessarily overusing it. But those two, if we can keep them as consistent, that's going to be really helpful.
Jan, close games, good competition. Early on in the year, what does that do for the confidence of this team going forward? That's not easy to do.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest takeaway down there is I think this year's team is really finding ways to have stayed pretty grounded when things didn't go our way. We faced adversity. I thought when Chit Chat went down and for them to go from a really quiet, very quiet arena and seeing Chit Chat be pretty out of it and to keep their composure and Strim to come in and to run it and we just didn't really skip a beat or, really lose it for any period of time. And then Miami, it was just tough sledding. We had, that game, they full court pressed every time down the floor, make or miss. Sometimes it was zone, sometimes it was player, and you've taken out arguably our best ball handler. So you never could run it clean, your offense. So you had to just find a way to survive that, and it was hard to just score an easy bucket. And so as with any game, when we got a little tight and they got close, we could have really come off the rails. But this team held, and they found a way. And, I haven't been happy with my free throw shooting, but Kylie hit 75% down the stretch, what we had to do. So it was just, I think the mental resolve, would like to think it's going to play big dividends as we go deeper into this, this season.
Is Chit Chat progressing?
She is. Yeah, she looked a lot better today. Just a lot of upper body. She got hammered a pretty hard fall, with the concussion protocol, but just the neck and her back, how she landed. So, it's a little bit smoother walking today, but I'm just happy to see her, looking a little bit more mobile.
Yeah, that's the key, no doubt about it. We'll be back with more from head coach Jan Jensen after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
The year-end clearance sale is going on now at your local Honda dealer. Honda cars, SUVs, and trucks are on clearance during Happy Honda Days. Save thousands on the new Honda today with 0.99% financing. 2025 Accords, Pilots, and Ridgelines are on clearance. Plus, see big savings on the full Honda line, like financing as low as 0.99% APR on the new 2025 Ridgeline. Don't miss Happy Honda Days. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 1/5/26.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. Let's take a look at the numbers. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you choose from thousands of in-network providers. And you're teaming up with Iowa's #1 health insurance company. We know healthcare in Iowa. Score great coverage from Wellmark. Find the plan that's best for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
It's time for our shoot-around with Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen, presented by Oak Knoll. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City, a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Here's Rob Brooks and Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen.
Well, Jan, tonight, Western Illinois off to a really nice start, and they've got a couple of players that know where that hoop is, don't they?
They really do. I think Coach Abby had the scout, and she was saying that, some of these players, overall a better shooting team than maybe the last two or couple that we played, right? Now, certainly they're not as physical or do the other things, but, this team can score it, but they also have post players who are guards. More so than like a Drake or an Evansville, actually. They don't hang out, their post players don't hang out at the block that much. They have a 5-out, and then they have a high post, 4-out, 1 in. But there's a lot of action that runs through the high post. They spin and drive from there. So that's going to be a whole different look for, Ava, but certainly for Layla.
Well, certainly great to be back inside Carver Hawkeye, and another 2 home games here. Has it's non-conference portion of schedules winding down a little bit, but still a ways to go.
It really is crazy, when you think about it. We're halfway through, right? And it goes fast. I was just thinking when I met this group in earnest was in June, and it's already going to be December before we know it, right? It's like wow, the time, the forming of a team, it always takes, a good, the trajectory of it. I think we're nearing that forming, right? It's the challenge is, grasping roles that, you wish some of them wish they was a little bigger. Others are getting used to what it is pretty big. I need to do what, when. But I think if we can really keep passing that baton and we can just keep letting this team support them in whatever role they have, everyone, and letting them flourish. I think they can have a lot of fun this season.
Well, let's get a victory tonight, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Oh, thank you so much. Right back at you, Rob.
All right. Head coach Jan Jensen on the pregame show. Back to Carver after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Ben McCullum. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
The Hawkeyes and Western Illinois. The Hawks at 6-0, number 11 in the country. The Leathernecks at 4-0, coming off a victory against Bradley, 84-77. Starting lineups just about ready to be introduced. And it's time for our keys to the game, as they are sponsored by Explore Minnesota. Minnesota's winter culture is off the charts no matter what the snowfall measures. From urban skiing to climbing a frozen waterfall, Minnesota is a utopia for winter enthusiasts. Get information on outdoor activities and places to stay at exploreminnesota.com.
Well, hi, Rob. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to you.
And you as well.
Yes. Hawks have a lot to be thankful for right now. Hawk fans do for sure. But we're not there yet. So keys to win tonight. You know, you heard Coach Jensen talk about it. We had 2 big wins, gritty wins, maybe not pretty. Tonight is an opportunity to tighten up. It's getting back to Iowa basketball, our fast transition, moving with and without the basketball, and then that efficient post play. Taking great shots, not good shots, and dribbling with the purpose or not dribbling at all. And then defensively, you heard it. They are efficient shooters, good shooters all the way around. So we will need to, they're going to run that 5 out similar to Drake. So we are going to need to communicate on the screens and play that help side defense to get the big stops.
The tip is next. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Ever wonder where to find the best cinnamon rolls in Iowa? The Eat Shop's recipe has been passed down for nearly 100 years. From Great Aunt Mary Ann's 1930s restaurant to our ovens today. This holiday season, share a taste of Iowa tradition. Our famous cinnamon rolls, sticky pecan rolls, and small batch kolaches baked fresh every morning. Pre-order your holiday pies and pastries now at theeatshop.com or visit us in Solon, Uptown Marion, or at the University of Iowa campus cafes. Worth every bite. Hawkeye fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Big Ten Rentals, and Tomlinson Cannon. Need tents, tables, staging, and more for your next big event? Big Ten Rentals has you covered. The project is never too large. City festivals, concerts, weddings, and more. Call today or visit big10rentals.com and let the pros handle it all.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. Let's take a look at the numbers. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you choose from thousands of in-network providers. And you're teaming up with Iowa's #1 health insurance company. We know healthcare in Iowa. Score great coverage from Wellmark. Find the plan that's best for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
Iowa fans, with US Mode from US Cellular, you can keep your eye on the game, not on your screen. Whether you're inside the stadium, tailgating in the lots, or listening to the game at home, US Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow Hawkeye fans. That means at game time, you should do less scrolling and more cheering. So eliminate distractions and build connections by setting your phone to US Mode, because game day is for cheering on the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! US Cellular, built for us.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Starting lineups brought to you by Melrose Meadows. Tired of cooking, cleaning, or just being alone? Check out Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community, with underground parking, a heated pool, and endless opportunities to stay fit and social. Learn more. You can visit melrosemeadows.com. For Western Illinois, it'll be Allie Meadows, a 5'8 senior out of Central DeWitt. Reagan McCowan, averaging 17 points. She's a 6-foot junior from Lebanon, Missouri. Addie Brownfield, averaging 10.8, 5'9 senior. Mia Nicastro, well, she's the second leading scorer in the country at 26.3, and also averages a double-double at 11.3. She'll be joined by Kaylin Reed, a 5'5 junior out of Rochester, Illinois. Hawkeyes will go with Kylie Fierbach, Hannah Stalkey, Ava Hayden, the Big Ten Player of the Week in the middle, and Taylor McCabe and Taylor Stremlow in the backcourt. No Tegan Mullaney tonight. She's out with had her tonsils removed on Monday. And Emily Rodriguez, battling a little bit of a back issue, is not in uniform tonight as well. Hawkeyes win the tip with Hannah Stalkey, and quickly try to get the ball inside in the front court. Little high-low action this time. Ava Hayden out high near the free throw line, tried to get it to Stalkey. She hits the deck, and the first foul 11 seconds into the game.
And you don't see Ava Hayden at the high passing into the low, so interesting dynamic there.
Foul will be on McCowan, second leading scorer for the Leathernecks. Hawkeyes get it in. Here's Stremlow running the point for Chitchat Wright. Obviously not playing tonight, one of three Hawkeye players. And Stremlow takes it down the left of the lane and puts it up and in off the window. And the Hawks strike first, 2-0. Quick shot by Western Illinois, no good. Stalkey the rebound. McCabe down court. Stremlow finds a slashing Ava Hayden, lays it up and in off the window quickly. 4-0 Hawkeyes. Here's Western Illinois with a turnover. Had the ball along the baseline, tried to get a cross-court pass out to the left wing. Nobody in the neighborhood, and goes out of bounds at midcourt. Over to the Hawkeyes on top, 4-0. McCabe will throw it in. Kaylin Reed on Stremlow. She's out near the timeline, goes backcourt to receive the pass. Brings it right side, free throw line extended, keeps that right-handed dribble going in between her legs and lost control of the ball. Flips it to Stalkey on the right wing, back to McCabe for three right side, back of the bracket, no. Hayden tips it to herself, gathers the rebound to Kylie Fierbach. Now Stremlow tries to reverse the ball, and then it's knocked away by Western Illinois, gathered by Stremlow again, and then it's out of bounds. Touched last by the Leathernecks, and the Hawkeyes will have the basketball. Basket to our right next to the WIU bench. Into Stremlow, lob pass inside. Hayden goes to work on the right block. Layup good off the window.
That's efficiency right there. Right inside, quick pass, no dribbles, up for the layup.
Western Illinois into the front court. Here's Reed, gives it off to McCowan. She'll shoot the open three, does from the left wing, no good off the back of the bracket. Long rebound. Both teams get on the floor. Brownfield for Western Illinois. And Kylie Fierbach down on the floor as well. And she's going to be called for a hold. So that's Iowa's first. Fouls are one apiece. Hawks with a 6-0 advantage. It'll be ball possession for Western Illinois along the baseline. Timothy Daly, Joshua Howell, and Amy Sanchez, the three officials. Western Illinois gets it in. McCowan at the elbow. Gets it off to Nicastro, averaging over 26 points a game. She has the ball, lost control of it, dug up by Hayden near the top of the key, and then Kylie Feuerbach can't control the pass, just past midcourt, but goes out of bounds. Tried to do something too quickly and lost control.
Got a little bit ahead of herself, lost control.
Western Illinois basketball. Reed, the point guard, gives it off to McCowan. Hands it to Meadows, working the right side of the court, back to McCowan. She fires a three-pointer right at the top of the key and gets the bounce off the back of the bracket and straight through. Leatherneck's on the board. Iowa leads 6-3 with the basketball, and a whistle away as McCabe had it in the corner.
The foul is on number 12.
That'll go against
That's her second personal foul. Team second.
McCowan, and that's 2 on her. Remember, she averages 17 points a game and 6.8 boards. Feuerbach along the baseline, gets it in to Stalky, drives down the left side of the lane, lays it up and in with the left hand. No resistance from Western Illinois.
And Hannah Stolke turned that corner fast, right for the layup.
8-3 Hawkeyes. Leathernecks work the ball around the outer arc, and a Nicastro three-pointer right wing, no. Rebound taken down by Hayden. Gets it to Stremlo. Down court pass to Feuerbach left wing. Stremlo in between the circles. Now dribbles to the right side, pulls up her dribble, looks inside, can't find anybody. Cross-court pass to McCabe, tees up a three, no good off the right side of the iron. The ball tipped out of bounds by Hayden, and it will be Western Illinois basketball.
Ava Hayden definitely has the height advantage, and we're seeing her. If she isn't in position, she's tall enough to tip the ball. Almost got the rebound on that one.
Quickly in the front court is Western Illinois. Almost a steal by Stremlo. Gathered in by the Leathernecks. And here is Shetley just into the game, working in the paint, and has her shot blocked by the Hawkeyes. Down court, here's Feuerbach, drives toward the baseline, spins in the paint, kicks it back out to Stalky on the left wing. Hawkeyes lead 8-3. Now McCabe. Feuerbach outside the arc on the right side, bounce pass to Stalky, just off the free throw line on the right side. Hawkeyes whip the ball around the corner. Lob pass inside. Hayden up and under move. And she goes glass for her 6th point of the ball game.
Stremlo to Hayden. I think that's a pattern we're going to be seeing over and over this game.
10-3 in favor of the Hawkeyes. Here's Shetley. Gets it back out to Nicastro. She takes a couple dribbles, pops from 16, no good. Long rebound taken down by Stremlo. One-handed lob pass to Stalky. Layup no good on the left side. Rebound taken down by the Leathernecks. They quickly bring it into the front court. Driving is Brownfield. She stops at the elbow. Hands it off to Shetley. Her mid-range jumper left wing, no. Another rebound, McCabe. She's been doing such a great job on the boards along the baseline. Hawkeyes by 7 with the basketball as we approach the halfway point of the first quarter. Bounce pass by Feuerbach into Hayden. Back outside, Stremlo, three, no good. Scraped off the left side of the iron. Missed it from the right wing. In the front court, quick three, Meadows in the air. No good off the back of the iron. And Stremlo the rebound. Down court pass to McCabe. She's on the right wing. Hands it off to Feuerbach, who fakes left, goes right, and is grabbed before she could get the layup up on the right block. That'll be the second team foul on Western Illinois. Meadows will pick up her first. That's actually the third. Remember, McCowan had 2 early.
Fast-paced game here. You can barely take a breath.
No
on
surprise.
The clock.
Iowa, of course, loves to get up and down, as do the Leathernecks, and the pass is tipped as the Hawks tried to go inside off the inbounds play, and it's into the hands of Meadows, who brings it out high. This is Shetley, 6-foot graduate student. Now gets it to Nicastro. She's hunting for her shot, pulls up her dribble, 17 feet away from the basket. 10 to shoot. Here's Reed, top of the key, fires the ball in the corner. Shetley fakes a three, drives in. Short jumper just outside the paint is good.
Basket by Mallory Shetley.
Shetley did a nice job of taking advantage of that switch and shooting the jumper over Taylor Stremlau.
very efficient from the field. She's now 17 of 21 from the floor is Mallory Shetley. Hawks by 5, get the ball into Layla Hayes, who replaced Hayden. She goes up and is double teamed.
There's a timeout on the court.
As we have timeout on the floor. And that's going to be a turnover as traveling is called on Layla Hayes. Hawks got off to a great start. A couple of buckets by Western Illinois. And with 4:37 left to go in the first, it's Iowa 10 and the Leathernex of Western Illinois 5. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Happy Honda Days are here. The best time to save on a certified pre-owned Honda at your local Honda dealer. See big savings on all certified pre-owned Honda cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Plus, you're Honda backed with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new by factory-trained technicians with genuine Honda parts. To save on a certified pre-owned Honda, search your local Honda dealer today.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
10-5, the Hawkeyes over Western Illinois as Iowa starts 5 of 9, but 0 of 3 from 3. Ava Hayden is 3 for 3, 2 of 8 from the floor for Western Illinois. At the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Leathernex with the basketball. Meadows walks it across the timeline. McCabe comes out on her. Fires right side. Nicastro open mid-range, no good. And the rebound hauled in by Anna Stalky. Quickly gives it to Stremlow in the front court. She maneuvers to the free throw line and then threw it away. Tried to get a pass to the left wing. Dug up by the Leathernecks, which results in a three-pointer by Meadows. Left side, no. And Addie Deal just into the game, grabs the rebound. Boy, she made a spectacular move to the basket against Miami. Hopefully that is something to build on for her. Stremlow gets it back from Stalky. Up and under move, and then tried to get a late pass to Hayes, who wasn't ready for it. Turnover gives the ball to Reed. Now to the corner. Here's Shetley. She fires from 15 and knocks it down. She's 2 for 2.
Yeah, she's agile player, matches up well with Stolke, and then outsizes the guards. They're going to want to keep their eye on her. That's
what Jan Jensen said in the pregame show. The post players for Western Illinois don't play on the block, play outside. Yep. Long-range jumper by Stalky, no good. Just a couple of feet off the elbow. And here's a three-pointer. Brownfield in transition, no good. Missed it from the top of the key. Rebound and putback is good by Shetley. How good has she been off the bench for Western Illinois?
Again, she's just tall enough where she really struggles with the guard matchup and pretty quick, long and skinny.
And that pulls the Leathernecks to within 1, and a quick 30-second timeout taken by Jan Jensen as Western Illinois goes on a 6-0 run the last 143. Hawks have turned it over the last 3 minutes and 18 seconds, haven't scored in that period.
Yeah, just a couple of decisions down on the offensive end. Too much dribbling. Taylor Stremlow tried a couple crossovers and just resulted in not good decisions.
Remember, of course, no chit-chat right. Hawks hopeful that she's back soon, potentially for Fairfield on Sunday. He's got a very good basketball team. Out of the timeout, Deal gives it off to Hayes. She's near the top of the key. Cross-court pass left side to McCabe. Can't hit the three-pointer. And the ball dug up by Western Illinois in the purple road uniforms, trimmed in white and gold. Work the ball around the arc. Brownfield gets it to the top of the key. Shetley, she has 6 points. Been a huge bright spot off the bench. DeCastro, top of the key against Stolke. Fakes, drives down left of the lane. Forces a shot up. No good. Nice defensive work by Hannah Stolke as she gets the rebound. Gets it to Addie Deal. Lob pass inside intended for Hayes. Knocked away. Gathered by Layla Hayes. And she turns and lays it in. And that is her first basket. 12-9. Hawkeyes extend that lead to 3. Here's Brownfield spinning in the lane. Forces a shot up. And she is called for traveling. Tried to do that against Kylie Feuerbach, who was right there defensively.
Who was on the ball, and then the hub side totally shut her down.
So Journey Houston in for the first time at the 2:15 mark. Ava Hayden back. Both of those players positioned at the elbow of the free throw line. Hayden has it, turns and faces, puts the ball on the floor, hands it to Deal, brings it right side, up and under move, scoop shot, goes glass, and Addie Deal on the board.
Beautiful European step through. Very calm, cool, and collected too, might I add.
Stays aggressive at the offensive end as McCabe ties up Kaylin Reed on the left side of the floor. Possession arrow favors the Leathernecks as Reed will throw it in along the baseline. Does so to McCowan, who's back into the game with 2 fouls. Second leading scorer. And here's an interception by Hayden as Shetley telegraphed that pass, tried to get it inside. Houston on the right side near the block, gets it to Hayden, who was slashing from the left side toward the right block, and she is fouled. Hits the deck, but pops right up.
It was an excellent look from Journey Houston, passing to a cutting Ava Hayden. I really like Journey Houston's basketball IQ. She makes some big plays, kind of quiet, kind of under the radar, but a lot of potential there for Journey Houston.
And just a freshman out of Davenport North High School. Brownfield, the foul. Hayden, the free throw good. Ava with 7, coming off of 20 and 6 against Miami. At one time was 9 out of 9 from the floor.
Didn't miss until the fourth quarter, I think, is pretty incredible.
Makes the second. She has 8 to lead the Hawkeyes. 16-9 in favor of the Hawks with 1:32 left to go in the first. Here's Nick Castro. Makes a move toward the baseline on the right side. Nowhere to go. Has to kick it back out to Reagan McCowan. Hands it to Meadows. She'll fire a 3 right side. Doesn't hit anything. And the ball goes out of bounds. Could not be saved by Madison Davis of the Leathernecks, just into the game. A 5'10 sophomore. Played 20 minutes against Bradley the last time out. Deal. Working the point guard duties in between the circles. Dribbles between her legs. Fires a pass inside to Hayden. And it's batted away, but gathered by Ava Hayden. Up and under layup. Off the window is good. Double figures for Ava Hayden in the first quarter.
I love a reverse layup. Ava has a great way of getting so far with just 1 or 2 moves.
Nick Castro, free throw line extended left. Ball reversed to Reed. Puts it on the floor. Bounce pass left side. McCowan for 3. No good. Missed it from the left wing. Hayden the rebound. Gets the ball ahead to McCabe. Hawks lead 18-9. Here's Deal in between the circles on the Hawkeye logo. Goes to the right side with 15 to shoot. Looks inside, gets it inside to Hayden. Goes up and scores amongst 2 Leatherneck players.
She just gets it done, is really the way to describe it.
Averages 15.8, has 12 already. 9 seconds left to go. Western Illinois will hold for 1. Top of the key. It's Nick Castro. kicks it back to McCowan. 3-ball, no good, and the ball goes out of bounds on the sideline. Missed that one off the right side of the iron, and 10 minutes in the books as the Hawkeyes finish the last 2:31 on a 10-0 run, lead 20-9. Second quarter action from Carver Hawkeye after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Chef Jeff Grunder with a dinner tip you won't want to miss. The Machine Shed's Parmesan Crusted America's Cut. It's seriously amazing. We start with a juicy grilled pork loin and top it with a Parmesan crust made from real butter, roasted garlic, grated Parmesan, parsley, cracked peppercorns, and toasted breadcrumbs. We bake it to a golden brown and drizzle it with white wine sauce. It's a game changer. Trust me. Head to the Shed tonight.
I-80 in Hickman Road, Urbandale, and I-80 and Northwest Boulevard, Davenport.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawks by 11 as we get set for second quarter action. And here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides homegrown, clean-burning, unleaded 88 for our vehicles. Pump it up with unleaded 88. Go to iowacorn.org to learn more. Don't forget to take a fast break on heating costs this winter. You can tune up your furnace, seal drafts, and visit midamericaenergy.com for more ways to stay warm while using less energy. And the way today's weather went down, we're going to need some of that here in the next few months. Well, Western Illinois picked to win the Ohio Valley Conference, came over from the Summit League, and run mostly motion offense stuff, which Iowa's done a good job defending.
Yeah, I like the offense they're running, and I like some of they've got some great athletes. I think they have a good shot at winning that conference title.
And a blocking foul will be called. That'll be an offensive foul against the Hawkeyes. That'll go against Journey Houston, her first. That's the team's second here in the quarter. Western Illinois with the basketball. Shetley puts it on the deck, goes toward the baseline, now moves to the block. Up and under move is no good against Hayden, and Ava grabs the board. Went high for that one.
Yeah, you got to appreciate that Shetley has no fear. She's going to attack.
6 off the bench for Western Illinois. Hawks by 11 with the basketball. Deal for 3, top of the key. Count it! Addie Deal with 5.
Addie Deal is coming in with some great minutes. She has 2 assists, 5 points. Nice minutes from Addie Deal.
Nice, comfortable look there from three-point range, just right at the top of the key. Western Illinois with Shetley. She's kind of hunting for something on the right side. Now a cross-court pass is taken by Davis. She stops and fires from 18, no. Offensive rebound taken down by Nicastro. She dribbles into the paint. Little floater is good over the front of the rim. That's her first hoop. Second leading scorer in the country. Here's Journey Houston. 14-foot jumper straight away, no good. Hayden the rebound. Hawks work it around to Feuerbach, who fires a 3, no good, off the right side of the iron. Rebound taken down by Western Illinois. Here's Meadows in the front court. Hands it off to Nicastro, 3 straight away, no good. And Hayden the rebound. Feuerbach Left-handed pass to Houston. Bounce pass to Hayden going toward the rim. Couldn't get it to go. Slipped off the left side of the iron, but is fouled.
Another great look. Houston to Hayden. Again, I love how the freshman journey Houston is taking her time, finding a great pass to Ava Hayden, who, of course, got to the free throw line.
Stremlow back for the Hawkeyes. Reed the foul. That's her first, team's fifth. 2 at the line for Ava Hayden, who has 12. Hawkeyes on top 23-11. 8:16 left to go in the second. First one in and out. And came off the front of the iron, no good. Hayden 2 out of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Second one, got it. That one right on line. Hayden has 13. 24-11 Hawkeyes. Western Illinois with the basketball. Working the right side of the court. All outside of the three-point arc. Now here's a lob pass into Nicastro. Short jumper baseline, no. Rebound taken down by McCowan. Turnaround jumper is good. Little fadeaway just outside the paint.
She was smart to fade away too because she did not have the height advantage.
And that's what she does. If you watch her play, has that nice mid-range fadeaway. And the Hawkeyes turn the ball over in the paint as Hayden took an extra step. She tried to create some open space, and it will be Western Illinois basketball. Nicastro hands it off to Brownfield. Now Nicastro works the ball left side. Shetley fakes a three, drives toward the baseline. She's cut off. Gives it to McCowan, playing with 2 fouls. Those came early. Now back outside the arc, and a whistle in the paint with just 8 to shoot. And we might get a push on Ava Hayden, and that'll be her first. Ball possession for Western Illinois. Lob pass out to Nicastro. She'll fire top of the key, long 2, no. Deal the rebound. Brings it herself across the timeline, stops at the top of the key. Feuerbach right wing. Now Stremlow gets to Hayden, bounce pass inside to Stalky, whips a pass in the corner. Stremlow works the baseline, gets it inside, and Hannah Stalky able to finish. Stalky to Stremlow, back to Stalky.
Yeah, and a little bit too close together to make me feel really great about that sequence of events.
Spacing wasn't great, but it worked out. And here's a steal by Hannah, and then a re-steal by McCowan. She's on the left wing, gives it to Nicastro, fires a long 2, and knocks it down. Looked like a long 2, but they'll check it, make sure it wasn't a 3. Next dead ball, Deal. A 3, swish, a deep 3 from the left side by Addie Deal.
Couple steps off that three-point line and nothing but net.
And you could hear that splash from the left wing. 29-16 Hawkeyes. Here's a 16-foot jumper. McCowan straight away just scraped the front of the iron. Hawkeyes with the rebound. Stremlow in the front court. One-handed pass to Deal, cutting toward the basket, and kicked it back out to Feuerbach. No good on a three-pointer left wing, and a foul on the rebound. Stremlow climbed the back.
Taylor Stremlow can get air. She's got a nice leap, but that was over the back, as they say.
Here's Callie Levine coming into the game at the 6:03 mark of the second quarter for Feuerbach. So an early entry for the sophomore from Solon.
Yeah, very exciting. You know, sometimes you get these opportunities when you don't expect them, and I know she's one that will take advantage of it.
Western Illinois working the ball around the arc. Reed, cross-court pass to Brownfield. Now back to Reed. Hesitation dribble toward the baseline. Free throw line extended left. Tries a lob pass inside. Might have been tipped by Callie Levine into the hands of Addie Deal. 29-16 Hawkeyes. 5:30 left to go, second quarter. Stremlow back to Deal. She'll fire a 3 this time from the right side. A little bit short off the right side of the iron. And the rebound taken down by Western Illinois in transition. And The ball knocked out of bounds on the right side by the Hawkeyes in transition as Western Illinois tried to set up for a transition three-pointer. Leatherneck basketball along the side in the short corner. Meadows will throw it in. Stremlow on her, defending the basketball. They get it in. Here's Reed, makes a move, now kicks it left side, three-pointer off the mark by Scrobot into the game. Rebound McCowan, paint goes up with a turnaround jumper. It's blocked, but Hawks will be called for a foul.
The foul is on number 1, Taylor Stremlow. That's her second.
It'll be Stremlow's second. McCowan at the free throw line.
Number 12, Reagan McCowan.
Let's pause 10 seconds. While Reagan McCowan is at the line for station identification, you're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. McCowan knocks down the first. Eyes the second. Right-hander puts it in the air. Swish, she has 7. She made 14 of 16 free throws against Bradley as she had a career-high 28 points.
That is impressive.
29-18, Hawks with the advantage in the basketball. 5:05 left to go until halftime. Deal across the timeline. Getting extended minutes at the point guard. Hawks trying to find that backup point guard, but need a starting point guard now with Wright out. High-low action. Hayes at the free throw line. Finds Stalky underneath. She has 6. Reed, quick trigger 3. That hit nothing but the window from the left wing. Levine the rebound. Gets the ball back from Hayes. Now McCabe up near the Mediacom logo on the left side. Gets it to Levine in between the circles. Now Hayes at the elbow. Back to the basket. Now back to Callie Levine, free throw line extended right. Out of Stalky at the elbow, bounce pass inside to Hayes. Gathers, goes up, and finishes with the left hand.
Saw some really great patience there. Callie waited for Hannah to hit the high post for that little pass inside.
Long three-pointer, no good by Reed. Offensive rebound to Shetley. And Western Illinois will reset. 33-18 Iowa. Here's a three-pointer. Scrobot, left wing, no. As might have caught the right side of the rim and then went out of bounds. I will say it went off a Hawkeye player.
Yeah, I think it was so off the mark that it knocked Layla Hayes kind of on the shoulder and out of bounds.
So it'll be out of bounds along the sideline. And the officials will have to go back and review whether a long shot was a 2 or a 3. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this season, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. 3:58 left to go in the second quarter. Iowa 33, Western Illinois 18. As the Leathernecks have not scored a field goal the last 2:46. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything. Square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hayden has it, turns and faces, puts the ball on the floor, hands it to Deal, brings it right side, up and under move, scoop shot, goes glass, and Addie Deal on the board. And Addie Deal, what a jump start she has given the Hawkeyes off the bench with 8 points, and that is the Remax move of the game. That put Iowa up 14-9, and with Remax, it's more than just numbers on a contract. It's about trust, honest advice, and expert guidance, because while numbers count, trust matters most. Remax, the official real estate partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Thanks so much for joining us along select Hawkeye Radio Network stations tonight. Of course, the Hawkeye men out in California getting set to take on the Grand Canyon. And then, of course, we'll have Iowa Hawkeye football on Friday, the Heroes game. Pregame show starts at 9 o'clock, but KXIC 800 AM in Iowa City. Also Sports Radio 95.7 in eastern Iowa, the Cedar Rapids area. But we're also always on the University of Iowa YouTube channel, the Varsity app, and also on Sirius XM 957 tonight.
Got all those stations memorized, Rob.
You can always find us, right? Hopefully. Certainly appreciate all of our listeners tuning in each and every game. Hawkeyes looking for their 7th victory of the season, on top 33-18. Just under 4 minutes left to go in the second, 3:58. Ava Hayden with 13. Addie Deal off the bench with 8. As Western Illinois has the basketball out of the timeout, and Castro took it from the right wing all the way to the bucket. Nobody home. And then speaking of nobody home, Callie Levine drives in. Layup with the right hand on the left side to answer.
Nice extension there from Callie Levine. Beautiful take.
Bullet pass inside. Short jumper, baseline. McCowan, no. Rebound taken by Stolke. Down court to Deal. Left side, tries an up and under move. Had it blocked away. Nice defensive work by the Leathernecks in transition. Here's Meadows on the right side. Drives toward the baseline. She's stopped by Levine. Gets it into the paint. Shot is up and no good. That was missed by Castro, who only has 4 points, averaging over 26 a contest. 35-20. Hawks by 15 with the basketball. 3 minutes left to go. Hayes back to the basket at the elbow. Right side, McCabe. Gets it to Deal. Directs traffic in between the circles. Holds the ball. Gets a screen. Pulls up from 16 and buries it.
Nice decision there by Addie Deal. Nice little fake. One dribble. She's great at that mid-range.
Confident shooter, Addie Deal. Her best minutes of the season.
For sure.
10 for her at the free throw line. Castro puts the ball on the floor, goes left side, and hits a 10-foot jumper.
She's one we're going to want to keep our eye on. She's been cold, and I think it's only a matter of time before she kind of hits her stride.
She has felt it
Yes.
offensively this year. Cross-court pass to McCabe, who feels a three-pointer. All net for Taylor McCabe. She's on the board.
She's another one that can heat up pretty quickly.
Long-range three, no good. Meadows, that was a quick trigger from the left wing. Levine the rebound. Pushes the ball down court to McCabe, left wing. Cross-court pass to Hayes. Now Deal on the right side, behind the three-point arc. Dribbles inside the arc. Tries to get a pass to Hayes a little bit late. The double team was there. Turnover gives the ball to Western Illinois. Here's Reed. Gets it to Meadows on the left wing. Couple of dribbles. Gets it back from Reed. Now in the corner. Jumper is up and good. That's Addie Brownfield for three.
Hawks a little slow on that 2-3 zone rotation and left that corner wide open. Exactly what you don't want to do in a zone.
40-25. Hawks by 15 with the ball. Levine hands it off to Hayes. She's 16 feet away from the hoop. Now McCabe gets it to Deal on the left side. Stolke comes out near the top of the key, puts it on the floor, drives right side of the paint, and a hold will be called on Western Illinois.
Number 12, Western Illinois, Reagan McCowan.
That's McCowan. She'd played a long time without committing that third foul, but there it is.
Yep. Almost got to the half, though.
Hayden, Houston, Feuerbach back for the Hawkeyes. Remember, no chit-chat right, no Tegan Mullaney, no Emily Rodriguez. A little bit of a short bench for the Hawks, who have the ball. McCabe has it, and the three-pointer won't go down from the right wing, but Hayden gets the rebound, gives it off to Houston, can't connect, and Journey gets it back and is fouled.
Fouls on number 13, Eddie Brownfield. That is her second.
The second on Brownfield.
Journey Houston actually is averaging 4 rebounds a game, which is pretty impressive with the amount of minutes that she gets in.
Box set for the Hawkeyes. Get it in. Feuerbach finds McCabe, puts it on the floor, stops at the free throw line. Now to Deal right at the top of the key. We're under a minute, second quarter. Hawks by 15. Here's Hayden. Bounce pass inside. Houston goes strong in the paint. The finish. And a chance for a three-point play.
A nice post steal from Journey Houston. She didn't have the height advantage, but she definitely got the position advantage. And then Ava Hayden with the assist.
Becomes the 8th Hawkeye to score. No good on the free throw, but the rebound to Hayden. Boy, got to that ball in a hurry. McCabe to Houston, outside the paint on the right side. Now Deal, fakes a three, drives, shot from 15, count it from straight away.
Love that shot for her. She is good. Mid-range is where Addie Deal is fierce.
Deal and Hayden, the leading scorers in the game. 44-25, Hawkeyes with 10 seconds left to go. Western Illinois will hold for the final possession. Try to get a pass inside, and a kick is going to be called as DeCastro is trying to post up right outside the semicircle. So 7 seconds to go for the Leathernecks. They'll have the ball along the baseline. Meadows to throw it in. Looks inside, nothing there. Now needs some help. Gets it into the corner, and here's Shetley goes to work as she spins on the block. Turnaround jumper, air ball. Nice defense by Hayden, and not to commit a foul.
Correct. And Hayden, again, kind of guarding a guard, so to speak, doing a great job.
We have reached the half. Iowa 44, Western Illinois 25. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you no matter where you are in the state. Changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. With the Hawks up 44-25. The Hawkeye halftime show next. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringBeyond to learn more.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything. Square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Hawkeye Halftime Show. Here's Rob Brooks and former Hawkeye Catherine Reynolds.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena, where the Iowa Hawkeyes lead Western Illinois 44-25. Rob, tonight it is all about shooting. The Hawks are shooting 61% on the game, and they are led by Ava Hayden, shooting perfect 5 for 5 for 13 points and 8 rebounds. Freshman Addie Deal coming on strong tonight, 12 points, 4 assists. Hannah Stolke, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Taylor Strumla with a pair of points and 4 assists. And Journey Houston with 2 points. If we look at Western Illinois, they're shooting at 27%. And some of their leaders are struggling on the floor tonight. Mia Castro, who's averaging 26 points right now, is at 9 points, 5 rebounds. Reagan McCowan, 7 points, 2 rebounds. Addie Brownfeld, 3 points. And Mallory Shetley, great first quarter with 6 points. Iowa is out rebounding Western Illinois 25-15. And if you look at where the points are coming from, 30 of Iowa's 44 points are coming from the paint, 20 of their points coming off the bench. Incredible. The one area that I think we need to kind of clean up, 10 turnovers that have led to 13 Western Illinois points. So that is one key point I'm sure Coach Jensen is talking about in the locker room right now, because you want to minimize those points up. You want to minimize your turnovers, but certainly don't want to see 13 points off a turnover.
Yeah, a few forced passes into double teams, and just a little bit late on the timing on a couple of them. But a lot of good news for the Hawkeyes here in the first half, leading 44-25. And that is our halftime stats report, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. 44-25, Hawks with the advantage. They've led the entire way. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Life's busy. Quick Start makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks. Hey, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Need gas? We've got fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus perks like free ATMs, no hidden fees, and free air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track. Stop in to Quick Start today.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena on the halftime show. Iowa leads Western Illinois 44-25. Let's check other scores across the Big Ten Conference as Illinois has a 39-31 lead over Western Kentucky with 2:13 left to go in the third. Texas defeats UCLA. That's number 4 versus number 3. As the Longhorns won that one 76-65, had a big lead early on. Michigan 102, Detroit Mercy 53. Michigan ranked 6th. Ranked 7th is Maryland. Show you what the Big Ten's going to have in store for the Hawkeyes this year. Maryland 74, Kentucky 66 down in the Puerto Rico shootout. Ohio State edges number 21 West Virginia 83-81. Purdue no problem with Howard 92-62, and Minnesota loses to Alabama 63-58. And in the Baha Mar Pink Flamingo Championship game in the Bahamas. We'll check top 25 scores and review the stats when we come back. Iowa 44, Western Illinois 25. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients. It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Preparation. It's the key to success on game day. And like your favorite Hawkeyes on the field, you need to be ready right from the opening kickoff. Cenex has your pregame routine covered. We've got your salty snacks, your sweet treats, ice-cold beverages to wash them down, and fresh tanks of propane to fire up the grill. Fuel your fandom at your local Cenex station. Hawkeye Pride, powered locally.
Hey Hawkeyes, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field designed Iowa t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Iowa in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
44-25, the Hawkeyes with the advantage at the half. And don't forget to enjoy your home away from home at Coroville's all-suite Homewood Suites, the Iowa River Landing, and the Home 2 Suites, both Hilton hotels. Relax in spacious suites with kitchens, free breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, and more perfectly located for your next Hawkeye visit. South Carolina, number 2 in the country, 83. Duke, 66. And Baylor, who the Hawkeyes took care of down in Florida, they've rebounded with a victory over Louisiana Tech, 75-46. A career high, season high for Addie Deal with 12 points. She had 11 against Evansville back on the 9th of November. Ava Hayden leads the way with 13 points and 8 rebounds as the Hawkeyes have 30 points in the paint and have led the entire way. Big lead of 19 with 24 seconds left to go in. It is Iowa on top, 44-25, as they won the first quarter 20-9 and the second 24-16. Both teams back out, warming up. Third quarter next. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his crew at Dodge Street Tire. For over 30 good years, they have taken care of their customers and treated them like neighbors. This season, if your car or truck is struggling to compete, take a shot with Dodge Street Tire. You won't have to jump through hoops to ensure quality and honest service for Hawkeye fans everywhere. Whether it's new tires or engine trouble, Dodge Street Tire will score a win for you and your family. At the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Iowa Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Rob Brooks, Tiffany Reedy, courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena, getting set for the third quarter, 44-25. The Hawks over the Leathernecks. With RE/MAX, it's more than numbers on a contract. It's about trust, honest advice, and expert guidance, because while numbers count, trust matters most. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of the Hawkeyes. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this year, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Starting 5 on the floor for the Hawks: Feuerbach, Stalky, Hayden, McCabe, Strumlow. Meadows, McCowan, Brownfield, DeCastro, and Reed for Western Illinois. Brownfield with the ball on the right wing. Meadows reverses it to DeCastro. Now in the corner. Stop and pop. Jumper is good.
It's a tough shot. I was actually just going to say Ava Hayden played some tough D. Shot it right in her face for an easy 2.
That's McCowan now with 9, and she can knock those mid-range jumpers off the dribble. And then Hayden tried to get it inside, little high-low action, and it's stolen away by DeCastro, who gets the ball back from Brownfield on the right side. Swing the ball to Reed. Reed, one-handed pass right side, and Brownfield knocks down another three-pointer from the right wing. She likes to score in transition, but that time did it in the half court.
Yep.
Cut that lead to 44-30. Inside, Feuerbach driving toward the basket. Gets into the paint, and she's fouled, and will shoot a pair.
I think the Hawks, I said it at half, but I think they need to continue to focus on taking care of the ball, staying spread, come out of half, have a turnover right away, a couple points from Western Illinois. They kind of need to get it in check here before it gets out of control.
Free throw good by Kylie Feuerbach. That's her first point. And she has shot free throws well this year. Second one puts it right through. That's 5 assists and 3 steals against Miami. 46-30, just underway, third quarter. Here's McCowan, tries toward the baseline on the right side. Now gets a lob pass to Meadows, brings it out, now drives baseline, brings it to the left side, hands it off. Jumper, McCowan no good from deep, and the Hawks get the rebound. McCabe brings it into the front court. Stremlo in between the circles, reverses the ball to Feuerbach on the left wing. Now inside, Hayden goes to work as she put it on the floor from the block, tried to get to the baseline, and a travel will be called on the Hawkeye center, Ava Hayden. Hayes in for Hayden. Hawks on top by 16. Western Illinois basketball. Reed works it across the timeline. Now gathers some speed, goes to the right side, pulls up her dribble 15 feet away. Gets it to Meadows. Now back to Reed. Castro on the left wing, 15 feet away. One-handed pass to the right side. Brownfield tries to work her way into the paint. Stops, spins, kicks it back out with 4 to shoot. Shot McCowan no good, but the weak side board taken by Brownfield, and she makes a spin move in the paint and gets the layup to go.
Saw some real muscle and grit there from Brownfield.
8 in the quarter for her, did not score in the first half. Feuerbach 3, missed it right at the top of the key, but gets her own rebound. Gets it to McCabe, 3, good, left wing right in front of the Hawkeye bench.
The Hawkeyes really needed that. 6 points for McCabe, obviously both 3-pointers.
49-32, 7:25 left to go in the third quarter. Leathernecks with the basketball. 3-pointer, Nicastro, good, right wing. She has 12, averages 26.3. Hayes can't handle the pass down on the right block. Into the hands of Nicastro. Hands it off to Brownfield. Stops at the top of the key. Back to Nicastro for 3. No good. Skipped off the left side. And the ball run down by Stolke. Down court pass, McCabe. Feuerbach left side. Hooks a pass to Hayes. She's a foot off the block. Now back to McCabe. Stremlo in between the circles. Now Feuerbach, free throw line extended right. Hayes comes toward the basketball. Little high-low action inside to Stolke. Turns and scores off the window.
Excellent footwork by Hannah Stolke. Got the ball, got up for the right hand layup.
Stolke with 8. 3 no good. Left side Nicastro, but trying to fight through a screen. That's Feuerbach, her second. Deal Houston in for the Hawkeyes. Hayes and Stremlo out, 51-35, 6:25 left to go in the third. Western Illinois basketball along the side. Get it in the backcourt to Reed, primary point guard. Has that quick first step. She uses it here to get away from Deal. Now matches up with Stolke, and she brings the ball into the paint. Spins, gets it to Nicastro, outside the paint left wing, muscles her way inside, turnaround jumper, no. And going after the rebound was McCowan, who knocked it off of Stolke and out of bounds. And it will stay with Western Illinois.
I know Coach Jensen's been subbing a lot, but I think there's some confusion on those screen switches. We're getting some real mismatches, and Western Illinois is taking advantage.
Reading it well are the Leathernecks. Get the ball in. Nicastro for 3. Drains it in the short corner.
Good shooters shoot, and we can see she's starting to turn around and heat up.
Has 15. Feuerbach drives baseline left side, reverse layup, good. Good take by Kylie Feuerbach. She has 4. Western Illinois with the basketball. Hawks with the lead at 53-38. 5:30 left to go in the third. Houston going to commit a foul. Came out to defend McCowan on the left wing. That'll be 2 on her. 2 in the quarter. Hawkeyes have made 3 of their last 3, but the Leathernecks have been on fire as well. Lob pass intercepted by Stalky out on the perimeter. To Feuerbach, to McCabe. Lob pass toward Houston down on the block, knocked away by Western Illinois and out of bounds. Hawkeyes are lucky to keep the basketball.
Definitely. And again, Western Illinois is quick. They may be a little bit smaller, but they're getting around the post. The posts have got to seal and keep position.
Throw it in from the short corner. Feuerbach gets it to Deal. Right to the top of the key, gets a double screen, brings it to the left side, now back to Houston, makes a move into the paint. Now shovels a pass to Stalky. She lost control of it, gathers it, gets it to Feuerbach, takes it from the left wing in the paint. Now right side, Houston, 6 to shoot. Back to Feuerbach, back to McCabe, right side, gets into the paint and has her 14-foot jumper blocked. Good defense by Western Illinois, and Iowa had to try to get something up with the shot clock in 1. Leathernecks in the front court. Nicastro to Reed. Now to Brownfield. Lob pass inside Nicastro. The catch, shot, no. And great position by Stalky to grab the rebound. 53-38. Hawks with lead in the basketball. Deep 3. McCabe. And just caught a little bit of the left side of the rim on a quick trigger in transition. McCowan the rebound. Brings it into the front court for Western Illinois. 4:20 left to go, third quarter. Stremlo next dead ball. Same with Callie Levine. In between the circles, Nicastro now gets the ball inside. McCowan powers her way up and scores off the window. Got it in deep. She has 11. McCabe tries to hook a pass inside to Stalky on the left block, and a push will be called on Nicastro. That'll be her first. Team second in the quarter. Timeout on the floor. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn grows feed for our livestock, food for our families, and clean burning fuel with Unleaded 88. Go to iowacorn.org to pump it up with Unleaded 88. Compassionate help anytime, anywhere. Call or text 988. 4:05 left to go in the third. The Hawks lead trimmed to 13. Iowa 53, Western Illinois 40 with 4:05 left to go in the third. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Western Illinois has shot the ball very well in the third quarter. 54%, 6 of 11. They've made 3 of 6 from 3 and have outscored the Hawkeyes 15-9. But Iowa still leads at 53-40. Will have the basketball along the baseline. Stremlo will throw it in. Looks inside, gets it inside. Stalky comes off a screen, couldn't finish with the right hand. Stremlo saves the ball from going out of bounds into the hands of Hayden. Now Levine on the right side. Gets it to Hayden, top of the key, lob pass inside to Hannah Stalky, and a whistle and a hold to be called on Western Illinois.
That high-low has the potential to either get a quick 2 or get Stolke or Hayden to the free throw line.
And Reagan McCowan, averaging 17, picks up her 4th foul. She has 14 in this game. Same play, work the other direction. Stalky gets it on the left block and is fouled again. Give that one to Brownfield. That's her 3rd. Hawks by 13. Stalky at the line. Hawkeyes 5 out of 7. 67% on the year. Coach Jensen liked to see that number increase. That will help. Stalky makes the first. She has 9. Second one in the air, perfect rotation and right through. Third player in double figures for the Hawkeyes. Deal with 12, Hayden with 13, Stalky now with 10. Hawks back up by 15. 3:45 left to go in the third. Here's Western Illinois with Shetley. Gets it to Brownfield. Now right side, Nicastro tried to make a move at the free throw line, lost control of the ball to Stalky. Ahead to Stremlo. She stops at the free throw line, slips it off to Hayden, who sprints toward the basket and knocks down the layup.
I think she took off at the free throw line and did not dribble. That was impressive.
Looked like she was running the 100-meter dash there.
I'd like to know what her 100-meter dash time is.
Three-pointer, Brownfield, no good. Short corner, right side, long rebound Deal. Across the timeline, Levine, right side. Pump fakes, drives baseline, up and under move. Couldn't get it to go. Nice move, just a little bit short.
Yep.
Callie getting a lot of time here with the short bench. With no Rodriguez, no Mullaney, no Wright. Hawks on top, 17. Brownfield down the left side of the lane. Left-handed layup too strong. Into the hands of Stalky. Now, Stremlo, front court, drives paint after a fake to the right, and a foul will be called on a hold. Kaylin Reed, her second. Madison Davis, 5'10 sophomore from Flossmoor, Illinois, back for Western Illinois. Stremlo at the line, shooting 2. Don't forget to stop by and see what everyone's talking about at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar, voted the best new restaurant in 2025 by the Corridor Business Journal. This modern Midwestern restaurant located in the heart of the Iowa River Landing features chef-inspired takes on all of your favorite dishes with amazing daily specials, unique cocktails, and monthly events. Both free throws good by Stremlo. She has 4. Hawks extend that lead to 19. 59-42 and 25 left to go in the third. Here's Nicastro at the free throw line. Gets it off to Shetley at the elbow. Inside, Nicastro, turnaround jumper, paint, count it, and she's fouled. Boy, she can score.
She really can, and she looks like she's almost tweaked her ankle, that she might be playing through some pain. That definitely shows her determination.
That's a 6'2 player that really plays outside.
Yep.
Her points in the paint really come off the drive.
Yep, and can create a space between her and the defender.
Hayden picks up her second. Nicastro finishes the three-point play, has 18. 59-43, 2:12 left to go. Hawks with the lead in the basketball. Houston High-low action to Hayden. Spin move off the window, no good. The ball came off the left side into the hands of Meadows.
Her first miss of the night.
Oh,
Ava
wow.
Heiden's, yep.
Meadows, right side. Gets it to Shetley. Now back to Meadows. Drives down the right side of the paint. Shot no good in traffic. Houston the board. Gets it to Stremlo across the timeline. Eyes forward, but Hayden doesn't see the pass. Hits her in the back. And then a tie-up situation with Brownfield and Hayden, who had good reaction to go tie up the play.
Yep.
Hawkeye basketball.
Got to think with, the injuries that we're seeing some different five out there that haven't played a ton together this year, right? So they're kind of having to adjust to new rotations and new players to play with.
Stremlo gets it into Hayden. Hands it back to Stremlo on the left side. Spins, gets it to Hayden. 10 feet from the hoop. Back to the basket. Now Houston right side. Back to Hayden, a foot off the elbow. Now to Stremlo, three-pointer straight away. Count it.
Beautiful shot she has. She doesn't take a ton of threes, but she has a nice shot and a good percentage.
And a three ball in the air, no good by Meadows, top of the key. Rebound to the Hawkeyes. Here's Deal across the timeline in transition. Right side Stremlo drives paint and then tried to get a pass to Levine on the left side. And it looked like it was tipped by Western Illinois and out of bounds. Hawks will keep it with 1:05 left to go in the third, on top 62-43. Levine will throw it in right in front of the Iowa bench. Hawks in the home white uniforms tonight. Levine tries to get to Stremlo. She's covered up, and Brownfield gets the steal. Gets it across the timeline, then poked away by Stremlo, and a reach will be called.
That was a close one.
But more times than not, they're going to call that.
Taylor Stremlo kind of has that old school vibe to her, the type of person that would bop the ball from behind. Sneaky.
Always right up there as far as the steal statistics for the Hawkeyes.
Actually leads the team in steals on the season, I think with 11.
Kylie Feuerbach usually right there with her.
Yes, she's right. As before this game, she was one steal behind.
That'll be a good little battle.
Yeah.
Internally as Hawkeyes go forward. Here's Shetley losing control of the ball as DeCastro tried to dig it up, and then a drive-in shot by Brownfield. A lot of action in the paint for the Leathernecks.
Again, this is where Western Illinois does remind me a lot of Drake, right? Kind of the weaves and getting to the hoop. Before you know it, the defense, Iowa's not quite sure who they're supposed to be guarding, and they're going in for the layup.
And in the process, Ava Hayden picks up her third. That'll get Layla Hayes back in the game. Feuerbach as well. Reed back for Western Illinois, the starting point guard. 62-43 Iowa. 38.5 seconds left to go. And Addie Brownfield, 5'9" senior, with 5 points at the free throw line, had 19 against Bradley. This is the first one off the left side of the iron. Western Illinois only had 5 turnovers in that 84-77 win against Bradley. Connects on the second. Davis back. Backup guard for the Leathernecks. 25 to shoot, 34 on the game clock. Final seconds of the third quarter. Hawkeyes on top, 62-44. Deal in between the circles. Meadows on her. Dribbles between her legs a couple of times. Pulls up the dribble. Almost traveled. Now needs some help. Gets it to McCabe. Now back to Deal. Makes a move into the paint and lost control of the ball. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Deal on a charge. Had to try to make something happen.
I think think that's just kind of where, Addie Deal and all the freshmen are adjusting to this game. It just was kind of a silly mistake, kind of not thinking through what you're going to do before you make the move.
10 seconds for the Leathernecks. Into the front court. Here's Nick Castro at the free throw line, and then it's stolen away by Houston. Desperation shot from half court off the left side of the window to close out quarter number 3. That was a really good start by the Leathernecks, but the Hawkeyes made a nice charge in the back half of the quarter and will take a 62-44 lead to the fourth. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, and voted best of the area for a dozen straight years. Proudly supports Hawkeye women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. 62-44, Hawks lead, 10 minutes to go. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Ben McCullum. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
The year-end clearance sale is going on now at your local Honda dealer. Honda cars, SUVs, and trucks are on clearance during Happy Honda Days. Save thousands on the new Honda today with 0.99% financing. 2025 Accords, Pilots, and Ridgelines are on clearance. Plus, see big savings on the full Honda line, like financing as low as 0.99% APR on the new 2025 Ridgeline. Don't miss Happy Honda Days. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 1/5/26.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Western Illinois did win the third quarter 19-18, but had a sizable advantage halfway through. But the Hawkeyes still in command at 62-44. Hawkeyes 5 of 11 in the quarter, 45.5%. Western Illinois 7 of 16 in the third and 3 of 8 from 3. Hawks have made 9 of 11 from the free throw line. Western Illinois with the basketball, first possession, fourth quarter. And here's a quick three by Brownfield, right side, air ball into the hands of Houston. Gets it to McCabe. Now Deal in between the circles. Looks inside, Feuerbach, everything outside the arc for Iowa. Kylie puts it on the floor, contact at the free throw line, and a Western Illinois foul. Blocking foul on Shetley, who had those quick 6 points when she came in early. Nothing since. Ball possession for the Hawkeyes on top, 62-44. Feuerbach. Lob pass to McCabe, fakes a three, one dribble, in the air, three, count it!
That whole sequence was so Taylor McCabe, just the very subtle ball fake, the smooth, silky smooth three-pointer.
Nice little pump fake, one dribble, step to her left, knocked it down, she has 3 threes. 65-44. The next with the basketball. Goal to our right, almost a minute into the fourth quarter. Working it around the perimeter. Now sends a pass inside. McCowan goes to work and finishes off the window. She has 16 and a chance for a three-point play.
Very post-like move from McCowan. Used her body well. I mean, Kylie looked pretty straight up. It was a tough one to guard.
An active offensive player, averaging 17. First team All-Ohio Valley a season ago. Free throw, no good. Houston the rebound to Deal. Out on the floor with Stalky, McCabe, and Feuerbach. Deal gets the ball to Houston. Top of the key, drives down the left side. Went for the right-handed layup and short off the left side of the rim. She had a perfect angle to use the left hand.
It's a nice move, just short.
Nicastro gets it to Shetley. Makes a move in the paint. Lost control of the ball to Deal. She stops. Bounce pass. Houston shot no good from the left block. But we'll get two.
Another good look from Addie Deal. That would be a shot that she was taking this game. So she really faked out the defense. See if Journey Houston can make the free throws.
Deal does have 4 assists to go along with her 12 points. All those coming in the first 2 quarters. Houston strong on the first free throw. Second one, good. Houston with 3. Hayden in for Journey Houston. 66-46. Hawks extend that lead to 20 with 8:25 left to go in the ball game. Leathernecks in the front court. Brownfield on the right side. Gives it to McCowan. Makes a move along the baseline, and there's Kylie Feuerbach to take a charge.
Of course, Kylie Feuerbach. She is, I could say confidently leads the team in taking charges.
Certainly did last year, and draws the 5th foul on Reagan McCowan. So she departs with 16. Second leading scorer for Western Illinois. Here's Deal, brings the ball to the left, fires a pass to Salke, drives down the right side, stops at the block, jumper off the window, good.
I like that little jumper from Hannah Stolke. You don't see it a ton, but she gets up. She's got that high vertical.
Verse plowing inside and maybe getting an offensive foul or the shot blocked.
Yep.
Deal commits a reach out on the perimeter. 68-46, 7:50 left to go. Hawks trying to win game number 7.
Checking in for Western Illinois.
Leatherneck basketball. Reed gets it to Nicastro. Stops on the right wing. Now back to Brownfield. Slips a pass inside. Nicastro, nice pump fake as she catches it deep and lays it up and in. That's 20. Averages over 26 a game, had 29 against Bradley. Stalke, foot off the block on the left side, has the ball tapped away twice, but gathered by Hayden, and then she's bumped on the right wing. And is going to be called for a foul.
Bummer. It's a tough one. Coach Jay doesn't agree.
I thought she had the basketball.
I know.
Coach Jensen a right to be upset on that one. Good thing this isn't a 2-point game. 68-40. Hawks by 20, so they can live through it. Here's Brownfield. Lost control of the ball as she tried to get a pass to the left wing to Reed. Goes out of bounds. Touch last by the Hawkeyes. Hayes for Hayden. That was her 4th foul. Brownfield gets it in to Reed. Deal comes out on here near the timeline. Angles left side. It's through a Hawkeye player and kicks the ball in between the circles to Nicastro, who gets it inside. Turnaround jumper is up and no good. That one was missed by Agena. Reed to Deal. Now back outside for 3, and there's a swish from Taylor McCabe. Knocked that one down from the right wing.
That was a tough three, too. She was kind of having to step back to make sure she had the three-point shot.
But caught that one in rhythm.
Yeah.
As Hayes is going to commit a foul, Brownfield tried to make a move down the right side. So Egina into the game. Free throw is good by Brownfield. She has 7. Second one also good. 71-50. Here's Deal off a screen, stops from 15, and that's a little bit long. And a good look off the Stalky screen. And Hayes will commit a foul. Going after the board, that's her second. And Iowa's 5th in the quarter, so it'll be free throws for Western Illinois. Caitlin Egina, 6'1" redshirt freshman out of Waverly Shell Rock High School.
Hey.
Western Illinois does recruit the state of Iowa.
Very nice.
Really in all sports. And the free throw good. Second one, the right-hander no good off the back of the iron. Stalky the board. Deal across the timeline. Hits it to McCabe, and that is good pressure defense on the ball by Brownfield. Gets it down court, little stop and pop jumper by Davis is good. Mid-range from the left side.
Again, the Hawks have just got to take care of the ball. Crisp passes.
Hayes turns and scores in the paint. Nice turnaround jumper. Layla Hayes with 6. 73-53. Hawks back up by 20. 5:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Leathernecks with the basketball. Here's Davis, puts it on the floor. Stops and pops from the right side. No. Missed that from mid-range. And Hayes the board. Hawks looking to push. Deal gets it to McCabe. Now Stremlow, free throw line extended left. Top of the key area, Stalky fakes, drives. Now puts it into the corner and a whistle.
Taylor Stremlow out of bounds on that.
A little too deep.
Yep.
As she eyed that three-pointer. Stremlow at her first start of the season against Miami. Second one tonight. 73-53, 5 minutes left to go. Here's Davis on the right wing. Now top of the key, Egina holds. Now back to Davis, uses an Egina screen. Gets the ball back from Brownfield, goes to work outside the paint on the right side, fakes a turnaround jumper, lost control of the ball with 2 left on the shot clock. Dug up by Stalky. Now to Stremlow. Left side, McCabe fakes a three-pointer. Now gets it to Stremlow, reverses the ball to Levine into the game. Hayes posting. Down the short corner, McCabe. Now Stremlow, everything outside the arc for the Hawkeyes on this possession with 10 to shoot. Hayes comes out, gives it off to McCabe, comes off a screen and knocks down a three-pointer. Taylor McCabe with 15.
She's in the zone. Hard for her to miss when she gets like this.
Brownfield down the left side, outside the paint, and she is fouled. McCabe will pick up her first foul. She'll shoot a pair, and there's timeout on the court. But first, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball all season, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Also, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, no matter where you are in the state, changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. 4:06 left to go in the fourth. Iowa 76, Western Illinois 53. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quickstar keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a delicious bakery treat, or our take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. Because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. And while you're fueling up with Quickstar's fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. We're all about saving you time, money, and making your life easy. Quickstar's here for you whenever you need us.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawkeyes have outscored Western Illinois 14-9 in the fourth, lead at 76-53, 4:06 left to go. Eddie Brownfield, who's had a terrific second half at the free throw line, makes the first. She has 9 all since the halftime break. Did have 19 against Bradley. Houston back in there as Brownfield reaches double figures. 3 players in double figures for Western Illinois. Only 6 have scored. Stremlo across the timeline, 76-55. Hawks with the lead in the basketball. And a whistle away from the ball as Levine had it in between the circles. Egina pick up her first. Stremlo will now set up on the block. Feuerbach will toss it in as Stremlo will head to the bench for Addie Deal. Box set for the Hawkeyes. Feuerbach looks inside. Patient. Now gets it to Levine for 3 and no good. A little bit long. Missed it from the left wing. Western Illinois with the rebound.
Well executed out of bounds play though.
Here's a nice pass inside as Davis reverse layup is no good, but will get a pair. She's fouled. Hayes picks up her third. Madison Davis, 5'10 sophomore, back at the free throw line. 76-55, Hawkeyes. First free throw, good. Davis with 3. Hayes and Houston, the inside of the lane, free throw good. 76-57, 3:45 left to go. Deal in the front court. In between the circles, gets a screen, angles left side, keeps that left-handed dribble going, pulls it up, being pressured. Bounce pass to Levine, drives down the left side. Good strong take, contact, and 2 shots coming up for Callie Levine.
Again, I love that Callie Levine is getting these minutes. It's very important, and I think she's utilizing them well.
Played over 10 minutes tonight.
Yep.
Jada Jimphy in for Feuerbach. Houston also comes out. Denise Johnson as well. Grobot, the foul. Levine, the free throw, good. Kelly with 3. You have to develop that bench.
For sure.
And especially with now a couple players coming off the bench that are not playing tonight. Tegan Mulaney and Emily Rodriguez. Free throw good. 78-57. Down the right side of the lane. Nice move by Meadows. Her first bucket. Good first step. Showed some quickness. Levine into the front court. Being defended by Shelby Bowman now into the game. Jimfy gets it to Levine. Fakes right, goes left. Kicks it in the corner to Kenise Johnson, who tried to get a pass out to Levine. It's batted up in the air by Meadows. And both teams go after it deep in the corner. And let's see if Iowa gets timeout. A little situational attempt by Jan Jensen, but it's going to be a jump ball. Western Illinois does have the possession arrow.
There's a timeout on the court.
And a timeout is going to be called. And so Iowa is appealing. The ball was out of bounds. Remember, you get one challenge per game, so might as well get used to using them down the stretch.
Use it. Use it or lose it.
We'll take a break with 2:52 left to go. Iowa 78, Western Illinois 59. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye Women's Basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Next broadcast of Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball will come up on Sunday. That's a noon tip. Used to those 2 o'clock starts on a lot of Sundays, but we'll get going at noon, and 11:30 the pregame show. Fairfield, they've got a good basketball team.
Really?
This is a very good program that might be Iowa's best test inside Carver Hawkeye Arena to date.
And where is Fairfield located?
Out in Yukon area,
Okay.
Connecticut area.
Okay.
Near Yukon. Boy, you're putting me on the spot.
I'm
there.
sorry.
I got a football game to get through, and then
I realized as soon as I asked that question.
yeah, it's out east. So
It's not common knowledge.
Connecticut.
That's for sure.
78-59, Hawks on top. Taking a look at that challenge on the loose ball in the corner. At the game or at home, it's Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages. Will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes.
Western Illinois. After review, the call stands. Western Illinois ball.
Call stands. Western Illinois with the basketball. .252 left to go. Levine, Jimfy, Kenise Johnson, Layla Hayes. And Addie Deal, the 5 on the floor. Deep three-pointer in the air, no good. That was missed by Shelby Bowman, her first shot attempt. Deal will fire a 3, top of the key, and knock it down.
Man, her shots go straight up, straight down into that net.
Right on target for Deal. Extends that career high of 15. Nice spin move in the paint by Shetley. That's her first basket since the first quarter when she came off the bench for McCowan in foul trouble. Levine down the left side of the lane. Right-handed layup good.
There she goes. She missed that one earlier, made right up for it. Nice layup for Callie Levine.
Put that one right in the middle of the window. And then Shetley, a mid-range jumper left side. Into double figures with 10. That's 4 players for Western Illinois. Double digits. Inside Hayes, doubled. Tries to spin away from trouble. Ball knocked away. Good help defense by Meadows and a whistle. Gypsy with a reach. As the ball was loose, picks up her first. Leatherneck's in the bonus. Will shoot free throws. Hawk fans throughout the season join head coach Jan Jensen and me for Hawk Talk, presented by Oakdal. We will be live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency in Coralville. Hawk Talk with Coach Jensen will take place every week from 6 until 7. You can visit HawkeyeSports.com to take a look at the schedule. We will be there for our first show a week from tonight. Free throw, good by Shetley. That's 5 straight by her. 83-64. Ball in the air, no good. And into the hands of Levine. Keeps those eyes forward. Callie in between the circles. Hands it off to Addie Deal. Now Gymphy, free throw line extended left, looks inside, puts on the floor, goes toward the baseline, pulls up her dribble. Lob pass inside to Hayes, gathers, goes up over the front of the rim, no, but we'll get a pair.
Good look by Layla Hayes. You can see Coach Jensen is working with her to keep that ball high. She thought for a second to bring it down and then put it up.
Agina picks up the foul. That's her second. First free throw, no good. 83-64, Hawks with 1:28 left to go. Hayes, second one, good. Layla gets 1 out of 2, has 7. Bowman across the timeline. Free throw line extended right, Deal out on her. Gets the ball to Agina, tries to make a move against Hayes outside the paint. Now around the outer arc for Western Illinois. Bowman tries to go to work, has to pull up her dribble left side with 8 to shoot. Bounce pass to Agina. Jumper from 14 off the fake, no. And the offensive board taken down by Western Illinois. They'll get another possession with less than a minute to go, and a three-pointer straight away. Shelby Bowman, little fadeaway 3.
Nice shot.
Her first bucket. Kenise Johnson puts the ball on the floor, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Deal, fakes a 3 left side, now drives in, scoop layup, good. Took it all the way to the rim, and Deal with 17.
Nice move. Again, there's a calmness about her, kind of slices through, dices through. Great take to the hoop.
And along the baseline, a foul will be called on Levine as she pushed Kennedy Herrig out of Liberty, Missouri, 5'10" redshirt freshman. Levine's first. Herrig at the line, free throw, good. Bounced on the right side of the iron and dropped through. 86-68. Second one, good. Hawks will walk the ball across the timeline and will dribble this last 18 seconds out. Deal with that right-handed dribble. Couple more times. And the Hawks will be 7-0. With an 86-69 victory over Western Illinois. Jensen, J.D. Gravina shake hands at half court. Let's do the rest of the teams as the Hawkeyes number 11 in the country. Coming off the 2 victories in Florida, get a big one at Carver Hawkeye Arena tonight, 86-69. Stick around for the post-game show. We'll take a look at stats, head to the Iowa locker room for interviews, as well as Addie Deal and Ava Hayden lead the way with 17 apiece. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients. It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides the direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. A message from Iowa HHS.
Hi Hawk fans, Coach Kirk Ferentz here. For 40 years, our players have proudly worn the ANF logo to honor the hard-working farmers who keep this country growing. With fewer farmers working the land, their challenges are bigger, but their commitment never wavers. The Iowa Hawkeyes and the Iowa Farm Bureau are proud to stand with these dedicated families who feed and fuel our nation. Thanks for celebrating 40 years of America Needs Farmers. Let's keep standing strong for the people who keep us going strong. To learn more, visit americaneedsfarmers.org.
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Hawkeye Basketball has been brought to you by Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. And by Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. This is the Hawkeye Postgame Show.
And the Hawkeyes now 7-0 as we'll have another non-conference game on Sunday against a good Fairfield team. And then you've got a conference game at Rutgers before heading to Iowa State. But the Hawkeyes feel good tonight on the night before Thanksgiving with an 86-69 victory against Western Illinois. That is Western Illinois' first loss of the season. Stand at 4-1. Time for our post-game stat recap. It's brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is the official grocery partner of Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Well, Robert, the story of the night is Addie Deal came alive, led the team with 17 points, 5 assists. Hannah Stolke with 12 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, almost that double-double. Ava Hayden, 15 points, 10 rebounds. Taylor Stremla with 7 points, 5 assists. Taylor McCabe, 15 points, all in threes. Kylie Feuerbach with 4 points, 3 assists. Layla Hayes with 7 points, 4 rebounds. Journey Houston, 3 points, 5 rebounds. And Callie Levine with 6 points. If we look at Western Illinois, Mia Nicastro came alive, 20.7 rebounds. Allie Meadows with 2 points. Reagan McCowan with 16 points. Addie Brownfield, 10 points, 4 assists. Kaylin Reed with 4 assists. Mallory Shetley with 10 points. Madison Davis with 4. And Shelby Bowman with 3 points. You look at shooting, Hawks finished the game with 60% from the field. If you look at Western Illinois, they really struggled in the first half. Shot around 25%, 30%, and then as they finished the game, they shot 43% in the third quarter, 58% in the fourth. So they just didn't have a complete game, but ended pretty strong.
And for the Hawkeyes, they're now 7-0 in back-to-back seasons for the first time in program history. And Iowa leads the all-time series against Western Illinois 10-2. The last time these two teams met was right here in Iowa City in the 2020-21 campaign. Hawks won that game 92-65. And it's good to have 5 or 4 players in double figures, but then just about everybody that got into the game was able to contribute, with 9 players scoring. And remember, you're down Emily Rodriguez and Tegan Mulaney, who had her tonsils out on Monday. And then, of course, Chit Chat Wright, we hope for her return sooner rather than later.
Certainly. And again, to have to kind of make the audible, make the changes, playing with some people that maybe you're not used to playing with shows a lot. People maximize their minutes, and that's a good feeling. Coach Jay, I know she's going to look at those turnovers and the points off turnovers and some of that sloppy play, but to come off with the win and have people contribute that haven't maybe done so as much is a positive thing.
And the Hawkeyes dominated the glass 41-25, and this is a good rebounding team in Western Illinois, especially on the offensive glass, and they did get 10 boards. And this is a good test because Iowa led 20-9 after 1, and then Western Illinois at the half to start the third quarter really came out on fire and won that quarter 19-18, and actually won the fourth quarter 25-24. So this is a good non-conference test coming off the 2 tough games in Florida.
Yep, you know, the coach Gravina in our interview said he needed perfect play from all of his players all 4 quarters. He didn't get the first half. He got a really good second half, and like you said, that's good for the Hawks. That's good for them to even a half of the game to get contested in a real way. I think is a good challenge. And again, it's the long game. It's a long season, and so you got to take these wins and take the learns from them and keep moving.
Hawkeyes shoot 60.4%. 32 of 53, 9 of 20 from 3, 13 of 17 from the free throw line, 76.5. That's better on all 3 counts than the season average. So that's good news.
Yep.
For West Illinois, 36.9%, 25.9 from 3, 7 of 27, shot 27 threes, did a good job at the free throw line, 14 of 18. Hawks win it 86-69. Postgame show continues from Carver Hawkeye after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
In football, champions execute flawless strategies. Your company's health plan should too. Aplos offers crystal clear costs, intelligent provider networks, same-day appointments, and embedded pharmacy savings. Help your team thrive. Discover your playbook at aplos.health.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air, always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Welcome back courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena, after Iowa gets victory number 7 on the season at 86-69 over Western Illinois, picked to win the Ohio Valley Conference this year. So a nice non-conference game for the Hawkeyes. It's time for our Civco Precision Plays of the Game, and they are brought to you by Civco Medical Solutions. Precision matters most when your loved one is undergoing an invasive procedure. For over 40 years, Civco has been a trusted provider for image-guided procedures, counted on to deliver outstanding service and superior quality around the world. Civco Medical Solutions, making image-guided procedures safer. Let's listen in on some of tonight's top plays from the Hawks' victory number 7. Feuerbach along the baseline, gets it in to Stalky, drives down the left side of the lane, lays it up and in with the left hand. No resistance from Western Illinois. Deal working the point guard duties in between the circles. Dribbles between her legs, fires a pass inside to Hayden, and it's batted away, but gathered by Ava Hayden. Up and under layup, off the window is good. Double figures for Ava Hayden in the first quarter. Looked like a long 2, but they'll check it. Make sure it wasn't a 3. Next dead ball. Deal. A 3. Swish. A deep 3 from the left side by Addie Deal. Felt it offensively this year. Cross-court pass to McCabe, who feels a 3-pointer. All net for Taylor McCabe. She's on the board. Here's Hayden. Bounce pass inside. Houston goes strong in the paint. The finish. And a chance for a 3-point play. Feuerbach 3. Missed it right at the top of the key, but gets her own rebound. Gets it to McCabe. 3. Good. Left wing right in front of the Hawkeye bench. Nick Castro tried to make a move at the free throw line, lost control of the ball to Stalky. Ahead to Stremlo. She stops at the free throw line, slips it off to Hayden, who sprints toward the basket and knocks down the layup. Gets it to Hayden, 10 feet from the hoop. Back to the basket, now Houston right side. Back to Hayden, a foot off the elbow. Now to Stremlo, 3-pointer straight away, count it! Ball possession for the Hawkeyes on top, 62-44. Feuerbach. Lob pass to McCabe, fakes a 3, 1 dribble, in the air, 3, count it! Now Stremlo, everything outside the arc for the Hawkeyes on this possession with 10 to shoot. Hayes comes out, gives it off to McCabe, comes off a screen and knocks down a 3-pointer. Taylor McCabe with 15. On 5 of 10 from 3, she did have a 1-2-pointer that was blocked from 14 feet away. Had to get that up because there's only 2 seconds left to go on the shot clock. So Taylor McCabe, one of 4 players in double figures for the Hawkeyes with 15, as Addie Deal had 17. That's a career high. Ava Hayden with 15 and Hannah Stalky with 12 and 9. Those are the Civco Precision Plays of the game. Hawks win it 86-69. More on the postgame show from Carver after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Banks Student Living and Kirkwood Hotel. Come home to luxury living at the Banks Student Living, located just minutes from the U of I, with a 24/7 fitness center, resort-style pool, sauna, private study rooms, and so much more. Studio to 4-bedroom floor plans available. It's time to find your future home by visiting thebanksiowa.com or calling 319-249-6575 today.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
7-0 Hawkeyes defeat Western Illinois night before Thanksgiving, 86-69, and there were plenty of individual highlights to talk about as Ava Hayden registered her 4th double-double of the season with 15 points on 6 of 7 from the floor and contributed 10 rebounds. And it was Hayden's 6th game of the season in double figures. Hannah Stolke just about reached that double-double status with 12 points on 5 of 8 from the floor. Had 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Another terrific all-around game by her, and it was her 67th career game in double figures. That's the most of any active Hawkeye player. Addie Deal had 17 points on 7 of 10 from the floor, 5 assists and 3 boards, and her assist and point totals were both career highs. Taylor Stremlow did a great job of filling the stat sheet with 7 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds, as Stremlow made her 2nd start of the season back-to-back contest. Taylor McCabe, we talked about her. You heard several of those threes on the highlight package. Had a season-high 15, 5 of 10 from 3, and it was her 16th game in double figures. McCabe also tied a career high in 3-point field goal attempts tonight. Callie Levine, who played extended minutes with the short bench, and she had a career high 6 points. Callie registered 13 minutes and 31 seconds on the floor. Team notes tonight, Hawkeyes are 7-0. Back-to-back seasons, first time in program history. Now have won 8 in a row against Western Illinois. 7-0 for the 8th time in history, school history. And the Hawkeyes have outscored all 7 of its opponents by 10 or more points in the paint, including tonight. No problem in that category with 44. Western Illinois with 22. It shows you how good that inside game has been to date. Hawkeyes led the game for 39 minutes and 41 seconds. Western Illinois never led tonight, and all Hawkeyes who were available did play. The Hawkeyes are now 100 victories, 6 losses when scoring 80 points or more, and then also dishing out at least 20 assists in a game. That dates back to the 2018-2019 campaign. So a lot of good news in this Hawkeye 86-69 victory over Western Illinois. We'll be back to Carver Hawkeye Arena after this. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Aplos, and Community Choice Credit Union. In football, champions execute flawless strategies. Your company's health plan should too. Aplos offers crystal clear costs, intelligent provider networks, same-day appointments, and embedded pharmacy savings. Help your team thrive. Discover your playbook at aplos.health.
Craving something sweet? Step into the flavor of a good old-fashioned bake sale, Quick Star style. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our premium donuts. Choose from Quick Star's fluffy Long Johns, rich Persians, classic Bismarcks, or ring donuts. So delicious, just like the ones at your hometown bake sale. Do you remember those fresh oven-baked cookies your grandma used to make? So good. Well, the Quickery's got them. Our cookies are just like the ones from back in the day. Let's head straight to the bake sale, only at Quick Star. Treat yourself today.
Everyone knows the BBB is the Better Business Bureau, but depending on what you need, it's the Better Plumber Bureau, the Better Auto Mechanic Bureau, the Better Accountant Bureau. That's because the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better check that business out first so you don't get ripped off bureau. Be smart. Always look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
The holidays are coming. This year, elevate your dessert table and focus on the family by letting the Eat Shop do the baking. Bourbon pecan, pumpkin, Dutch apple, French silk, key lime, cranberry crumble, cherry. You can't go wrong. Fill your dessert table with gourmet handmade pies and treats that are worth every bite. Pre-order now at theeatshop.com or visit us in Solon, Uptown Marion, or at the University of Iowa campus cafes. Worth every bite.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
86-69, 4 players in double figures, and leading the way, Addie Deal with a career-high 17. Really efficient at the offensive end, 7 of 10 from the floor, 3 of 4 from 3, and also had 3 rebounds and 5 assists. And her plus-minus was 12, and did a terrific job in that point guard duty, which Iowa's really trying to find somebody to back Chit-Chat right up when she gets back in the lineup. Let's head to the Iowa locker room.
We are in the locker room with Addie Deal. Addie, career high tonight, 17 points along with 5 assists. You got the minutes tonight. You definitely capitalized on them. How did it feel to get in your groove?
Yeah, I mean, it felt amazing. I think I've kind of, not played up to the standard, and I thought tonight was a really good night just for me and the team. I thought we did really good on bouncing back from such a short turnaround and just getting the win.
Lots of changes tonight in terms of the roster and who's out on the court. How did it feel to kind of take the lead and be in a different spot than you had been throughout the rest of the season earlier?
I think that's the great that's the great part about this team is that we all just have each other's back. So when one person goes down, we're ready to step up.
Last question. You have your first Thanksgiving in Iowa. Today was probably one of those days where you definitely felt like you weren't in California.
Right.
How has that adjustment gone, just going from California to Iowa, stepping into college?
Yeah, no, it's been so amazing. Everyone out here has been just so nice, and I'm just so grateful to be here. The wind did hit a little bit today. I was like, oh my gosh, I was not ready for this entirely, but it's going super good, so I'm really happy to be here.
Great. Well, we're happy to have you, and congrats on a good game.
Thank you.
We weren't quite ready for that wind either.
My drive down to Iowa City is an hour and 15. It was not comfortable.
Hattie Deal, we're with you on that wind. Even when we live in Iowa, not quite ready for what we felt today. Hopefully not as bad on our drive home. And your drive home, if you are in the car heading that way, getting ready for Thanksgiving, as Hattie Deal did play 30 minutes and 33 seconds coming off the bench. And as we talked about, terrific numbers that she put together, career-high points and assists. Time for our post-game interview with Jan Jensen, as Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare System, Giddick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and, of course, downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more as we head back to the Hawkeye locker room.
We are in the locker room with Coach Jensen. Coach, injuries led to some different lineups tonight, more playing time for some folks. Let's start with some positives. What did you see that you liked out there?
Well, I like the fact that we're 7-0. I thought that we had a lot of, we rose to the challenge with adversity again, right? Because we had, without Tegan tonight, without Emily tonight, obviously without Chat. And that's, Chat's kind of our little ringleader early, so early. I thought we had some nice stretches, but we just missed some of the consistency that I think we're going to need, moving forward.
And that's my next question is, what are the areas you're going to focus on?
Well, obviously, the one I'm really disappointed about is the turnovers, and they were just so unforced. We did a really good job down in Florida with a much greater defensive teams that were really hawking us full court pressure. And I just, I have to watch the film, but I just thought there were so many decisions that we made tonight that were just really, really poor. And we're not going to be able to do that moving forward. But I do think that games like this for young teams, and I know we're not young in a lot of positions, but we were playing a lot of new people, and we haven't had anybody at full strength, that the name Western Illinois didn't quite get their attention like Baylor and Miami. And no matter how much we tried to tell them, that, we got to bring it. I just think we were a little just sluggish to start, but I think there were obviously enough spurts, and we were able to play a lot of different minutes, I haven't really looked at the box score, but, we weren't, playing our, key kids, all the key, down the stretch.
Yeah, people getting used to playing with different people and different configurations, that's for sure.
Yep.
So you guys have Thanksgiving here, which is the first time in quite a while. What does the next couple days look? How does the schedule look like for the Hawks? I just saw Coach Hurley at UConn said he's having his Thanksgiving a day early so the turkey can get out of the system. What's the plan for the Hawkeyes over the holiday?
We have some kids that are farther away, so Strimlow's, she's invited everybody home. I think Layla's going with her. I think Chit Chat's people came from Atlanta. I think Emily Rodriguez will be spending that time with her. Certainly all the coaches have, invited them, but everybody else is, we have tomorrow practice, and then Friday we'll give them off. Because you have to have a mandatory day off a week. But I obviously wanted to give them a day anyway to rest. So I think everybody's got a nice little plan. I'm going to eat fast tomorrow, and then I'm going to hit the recruiting trail on Friday. So it'll be nice to have a few hours, though, for sure.
Great. Well, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Anything you want to say to the fans?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for, coming. Man, you kicked off our holiday, and thanks for cheering. You've been so great. The fans in Florida traveled, and, just keep being with this team. We're facing a little adversity right now, but I think as we get Chit Chat back and we get back in a rhythm, I think it's this team's got a lot of exciting growth ahead of them. But, man, I hope you feel like you're part of it, because you certainly are. There's no place like Carver.
Thanks, Coach.
Another great crowd tonight by the Hawkeye fans as the Hawkeyes defeated Western Illinois 86-69. Plays under review tonight were brought to you by Athletico. Physical therapy. You don't need a jersey to move with purpose or permission to take your healing seriously. At Athletico, recovery fuels what's possible. Move like you mean it. Schedule your free assessment at Athletico.com. Pregame.com, proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. And next up is Fairfield, and this is a team that is 4-1. They won at Villanova 75-63, took care of South Florida by 8, and then only lost 82-68 to number 8 North Carolina, and they came off a 79-60 victory over New Haven. So the Hawkeyes are going to have a good test on Sunday against Fairfield. Remember, that is a noon tip here at Carver Hawkeye Arena with the pregame show at 11:30. Hawks win it 86-69 behind 4 players in double figures. Addie Deal with a career-high 17, 15 apiece from Ava Hayden, and also Taylor McCabe on 5 of 10 from 3, and 12 and 9 boards from Hannah Stolke. And 4 players in double figures for Western Illinois, as Mia Nicastro led the way with 20. Reagan McCowan with 16. Those are the 2 leading scorers for the Leathernecks, who should put together a fine season, now stand at 4-1. The Hawkeyes at 7-0. 7-0. We'll look forward to hopefully victory number 8 on Sunday. Final score once again from Carver Hawkeye Arena: Iowa 86, Western Illinois 69. For Tiffany Reedy, I'm Rob Brooks. Make sure you have an outstanding, wonderful Thanksgiving. And remember that Hawkeye football on Friday, the Heroes game, Iowa and Nebraska pregame show at 9, and the kick just after 11 a.m. And then Hawkeye basketball next Sunday, Iowa and Fairfield noon tip. Good night from Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Honda, to see how Honda crushes the competition, see your local Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Explore Minnesota. Discover the star of the North. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. And by University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.